Welcome back. Last part we left up to here. It was asked only the distance travelled by bus. So distance travelled by bus is 150. But if you want to find of plane, then you can very obviously come to know that your y is equal to 1900 minus 150. So that y is equal to 1750. So obviously your distance travelled by bus is 150 kilometers and that of plane is 1750 kilometers. So therefore I can say distance travelled by bus is your 150 kilometers. Now moving on to problem set, the question number 5th from the 7th one, that is question number 7th, and in that we are doing 5th one. It says, the question is very simple. In a factory, okay, the ratio of salary means payment they are giving, to skilled and unskilled labor is 5:3. It means that out of the total salary which has been given, 5 parts are obtained by skilled laborers and 3 parts are obtained by unskilled laborers. Okay, now means if you divide the complete salary into so called as 8 parts, then 5 parts will be obtained by skilled laborers and 3 parts will be obtained by unskilled laborers. It does not mean that salary of skilled labor is rupees 5 and salary of unskilled labor is rupees 3. The salary of skilled labor may be 50, then that time unskilled labor will be 30. It may be so called as 500, then that time the unskilled labor will get 300 and so on. The next line reads, total salary of one day for both of them is 720. Means what? The salary of skilled labor plus the salary of unskilled labor is your 720. So you can do this normally by general calculations also, but since we are doing it from linear equation in 2 variables, so we will be using 2 variables. Okay. Otherwise, it is very straightforward, simple question, very simple question. So, you can do it generally using one single variable, that is, let the common multiple between them be x. So, 5x is the part of salary obtained by skilled labor and 3x is the salary obtained by unskilled labor. Adding it and dividing, you will directly come to know what is the salary of skilled labor and unskilled labor. But when you are using so-called as equation in 2 variables, that time what to do? It says find the daily wages of skilled, that means daily wages means salary of skilled and unskilled worker. Okay, so I will say here, let wage of skilled labor be rupees x and that of unskilled labor be rupees y. Agreed. Now the condition number 2 which is mentioned over here, कि total salary of one day, that means according to condition, the salary of skilled labor and salary of unskilled labor, if I add, so I am going to get 720 rupees. Okay, let this be my first condition. Now, actually which is first condition, that I will take my second condition. That is, salary of ratio of salary of skilled to unskilled labor is 5:3. So according to the next condition mentioned, it says salary of skilled, that is nothing but x, is to salary of unskilled, that is equal to y, and that is told as 5:3. Now you can cross multiply and solve, but I will show you another method which is slightly simple. I have here x plus y, that means this numerator plus denominator I have to do. Agreed? So carry out componendo. When you carry out componendo, you get antecedent, which is numerator, plus consequent, which is denominator, is to consequent, is equal to antecedent plus consequent is to consequent. Agreed? So what you get here, you get x plus y is to y is equal to 8:3. Agreed? And x plus y is 720 from first one. That is, in place of x plus y, I will write here 720 is to y is equal to 8:3. Agreed? This I got from first. Got this? So directly now you can get the value of y. So by cross multiplication we will get here, simple cross multiplication, 720 into 3 is equal to 8 into y. Taking 8 to this side, it is multiplication will become division, is equal to y. So 8, I think so, 9s, I did not use pencil over here, 90. Agreed? That is 8 9s are 72. That means salary of unskilled labor is equal to rupees 270. So obviously you are putting this y in so called as first one. So you get the salary of so called as the skilled labor. So it is x plus 270 is equal to 720. So x is equal to 720 minus 270. So that will be equal to, x is equal to 450. So you get here two values, that is skilled labor will get 450 and unskilled labor will get 270. It means that there is difference between skilled and unskilled. In local means, if you see the labors, when you are flooring your tiles, that time one person fixes it and other person is just mixing the material. The person who fixes it is a skilled person, so he gets more wage compared to the person who just is mixing the material, that is unskilled labor. So you get here कि wage of skilled labor is 450, that is wage of skilled labor is rupees 450 rupees, and that of unskilled labor he gets, that is rupees 270. Okay, this was your question number 5. Now if you go to question number 6, so it reads to be very big, but before going to question number 6, let me tell you how do we do this directly. Now if it comes in so called as your board exam, so it is not mentioning that use two variables or so, you can do directly also. That is, let the common multiple between the salary of skilled and unskilled labor be so called as x. So salary of skilled labor will become 5x and salary of unskilled labor becomes 3x. So 5x plus 3x is 720. So 8x is equal to 720. So x is equal to 720 upon 8, that is nothing but 90. That is, salary of skilled labor will become 5 into 90, that is directly 450. But since it is in this particular chapter, I used two variables. Otherwise, it will come within so called as 3 lines. Okay, maximum 3 to 4 lines. Now let us go to question number 6. It says places A and B are 30 kilometers apart. So let me draw it. This is your A and this is your B, which are 30 kilometers from each other apart. Now Hamid travels on bike from A to B, means he starts from here and goes in this direction. At that very same time, means if Hamid starts riding at 7 am, even B, that is Joseph, also starts at 7 am. Now he also travels at the same time. Joseph starts from B on bike, travels towards A, means he starts from B and comes in this direction. So condition number 1 says कि Hamid travels from A, that is A, Hamid starts from here and goes in this direction, whereas Joseph starts at same time but goes towards A, means this direction. Okay, they meet each other after 20 minutes, that is meeting time is 20 minutes. In 20 minutes they meet each other. This is your condition number 1. This is your condition number 1. Agreed? Now he puts another condition, that if the Joseph would have started from B at the same time, but instead of going in so-called as towards A, he goes in opposite direction. That means this is your second condition. This is your A, this is your B. Distance between them is 30 kilometers apart only. Hamid starts from here, goes in this direction. But Joseph, who starts from here, does not go towards A, but goes in opposite direction, means this direction. This is your condition number 2. Okay. So after this, the Hamid will catch him over here somewhere, but the time will be 3 hours. Will be catching him in 3 hours. So let us find the speed of Hamid and Joseph. So let me introduce this question properly. That is, I will say, let the speed of Hamid be x kilometers per hour. The unit of speed is kilometers per hour. And speed of Joseph be so called as y kilometers per hour. Now what are the things that we know right now? Right now I am knowing speed of both. Now they are assumed, that means we know them. So we know what is speed of Hamid and we know what is speed of Joseph. Okay. Now if I know the speed, what is the second quantity that I know? I know the distance between them, that is fixed 30. So I know speed, I know the distance. So obviously I am interested in time, which is talked over here. So here I will be using that same formula, that is distance is equal to speed upon time, but here time is unknown, so it will become distance by speed. So I will say in condition number 1, if you see, it says कि Hamid has travelled for how many minutes? That is 20 minutes. How much Joseph has travelled? Joseph even has travelled for 20 minutes. Agreed? So here your distance is equal to speed into time. That is the formula actually. So now if you think on this very properly, then I will say कि Hamid traveled for 20 minutes. So he has covered some distance. Agreed? So distance covered by Hamid will be speed into time. The speed is x and time is 20 minutes. Agreed? Remember that it is minutes. So either get it converted to hours or keep everything in minutes. Right? So I will say here distance traveled by whom? By Hamid. I am writing H. Okay. Will be equal to speed into time. The speed is x and time is 20 minutes. So 20x I will say, and that will be in kilometers. So at that same time, the distance traveled by Joseph, write the complete statement, will be obviously 20 minutes is the time of traveling and speed is y kilometers. Now let me make the relationship between them. If I observe it very carefully, it says कि distance Hamid also traveled and Joseph also traveled. Agreed? So when Hamid traveled, so they meet each other over here somewhere. यानी the distance traveled by Hamid plus the distance traveled by Joseph. If you add both the distance, you will get this distance between A and B. Are you getting what I said? कि यहाँ से इसने शुरू किया, यहाँ तक आया, बराबर है, रुक गया वहाँ पर, लेकिन जोसेफ ने भी इतना डिस्टेंस कवर किया ना. अगर वो ऐसा कवर करता है या ऐसा कवर करता है, दैट इज द डिस्टेंस कवर्ड. इट हैज़ नथिंग टू डू विद द वेलोसिटी, सो डायरेक्शन इज नॉट मेंशन्ड. तो ऑब्वियसली यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक और यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक आप जब ऐड करोगे तो यू विल गेट दिस ए बी, दैट इज 30 किलोमीटर्स. तो बाय कंडीशन आई विल गेट हियर, दैट इज बाय कंडीशन 1 I get here कि 20x plus 20y is equal to 30 kilometers. Right? Now it is very clear that everywhere 10 is common. So 10 I will take outside. That 10 I will divide here. It will become 3. So I get here 2x plus 2y is equal to 3. This is your first one. This is dividing by 10. Okay, I think so you are not able to see it. This is the statement which is very last. Okay, got it? So you get here 2x plus 2y is equal to 3. Now what is the distance covered by Hamid in case 2? So it is nothing but speed into time again. The speed here remains same, x kilometers per hour, but the time has changed. Time is 3 hours. So am I going to take 3 hours? No. Since I have converted it in minute, so I will convert this hour also in minute. Now that is for second condition. For second condition, distance traveled by Hamid, distance traveled by Hamid will be, now your distance is traveled for 3 hours and x is the speed, that is speed is x and time is 3 hours, which will be converted into minute, that is 180x kilometers. Getting it? Okay, understood? Now continuing further, distance traveled by Joseph, he also has traveled for 3 hours. Even if he is going in opposite direction, but he has traveled for 3 hours, na? Because the time is same. So that is 3 hours. 3 hours means 180 minutes into y, that is kilometer. Agreed? Now if you see the condition which I wrote it in the previous sense, I will draw it again here also, because you will have to go back and check. So better I am drawing it again. I will clean it off. Okay. Okay, I have drawn it. So Hamid started from A. Same time Joseph also started from A, but in this direction. And they met here after 3 hours. So obviously Hamid travelled from here to here. And Joseph travelled from here to here. Agreed? So from the total distance that Hamid has travelled, if I subtract the distance travelled by Joseph, I will get 30 kilometers. Means the distance travelled by Hamid minus the distance travelled by Joseph, I will get 30. So by condition second, I can say the distance travelled by Hamid, it was 180x minus 180y is equal to 30 kilometers. That is 30 between them, right? So you can see here 30 is common. So 30, this is 3 6 is 6x minus 6y, that is equal to 30. Taking 30 to other side, it will divide off. So you get 6x minus 6y is equal to 30 by 30, that is 1. So you get 6x minus 6y is equal to 1, and the previous condition, I think so, it was 2x plus 2y is equal to 3. Agreed? Yes, it was that only. 2x plus 2y is equal to 3. This is your second condition. I am writing first condition, which is previously 2x plus 2y is equal to 3. Now you can solve it directly or use Cramer's rule also to solve. So let us solve this by directly also you can do. It is very easy to do directly, because here it is 6 and here it is 2. Convert this one of the 2 into 6, that is equation number 3. You multiply by 3, because 2 3s will become 6. When you multiply, you need to multiply whole equation, because only one place you cannot multiply, otherwise it will disbalance the equation. So when you multiply by 3, multiply before plus, after plus, before equal to, after equal to. So this I have shown you many number of times. So 2 3s becomes 6x plus 3 2s becomes 6y is equal to 3 3s 9. The actually it remains same, but change appears, so we will write it at fourth. So third has changed to fourth. So forget this third one. Now it is only second and fourth. Now you can see here y is having 6. This also has 6. Everyone has 6. So you can add also and subtract also. Better we will add it, so that equation number 3, when I add to equation number 4, so I get here 6x minus 6y is equal to 1. Then 6x plus 6y is equal to 9. As I have told you, line number 1, line number 2, line number 3 is blank. Since there is no addition, that is sign change does not take place, so this cancels. So you get 6x plus 6x, that is 6 Christmas plus 6 Christmas is equal to 12 Christmas is equal to 10. So obviously your x is equal to 10 divided by 12, that is 5 by 6. Agreed? So it is 5 by 6, means speed of I think so the first person is whom? Hamid, is 5 by 6 kilometers, and I think so we have converted everything in minute, so it will become kilometers per minute. See whether we have written here earlier as, because initially I think so we took as kilometers per hour, because that time it was not decided whether we are going to convert it into minute or hour. So if it is written as kilometers per hour and we have converted it into minute, so do convert it into if it is written as hour, then do convert it into kilometers per minute. Now this is 5 by 6 kilometers per minute. तो therefore in 1 hour you have 60 minutes. तो in 1 hour the speed will become, speed of who, that is Hamid, will become 5 by 6 into 60, because in 1 minute 5 by 6 is the speed. So in 60 minutes you will multiply, that is equal to 50 kilometers per hour. If you keep like this also, it is okay. It is not mentioning that you have to convert it into hour. So but I have written here initially also 50 kilometers per hour. That is why I wrote here like this now, that is 50 kilometers per hour. So now if you put this x is equal to 5 by 6 in so called as your, I will put in 4, that will be easier to solve. So I will get here 6 into 5 by 6 plus 6y is equal to 9. So this 6 cancels. So I remain here with only 5. So that 5 goes that side. So you will get here 6y is equal to 9 minus 5. So obviously this will transfer here. So y is equal to 4 by 6 kilometers per minute. Now if I get this y is equal to 4 by 6 kilometers per minute, then the speed of Joseph will be 4 by 6 kilometers per minute it is. So in 60 minutes it will become 40 kilometers per hour. I repeat again, initially when we wrote the statement, that time I was not sure that I am going to take it in minute or in hour. So initially I wrote it as x kilometers per hour. But here we got x in kilometers per minute because we later on converted everything in minute. If you want to convert it into hour, then 20 minutes you have to convert it into hour. So here 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 20 minutes will be nothing but 1/3 of an hour. That is 1 by 3 hour, and then you can solve it. So make the changes over there as x kilometer per minute and then y kilometers per minute for Joseph. Proceeding further. Now the question reads, I have taken one question over here. It says the sum of two-digit number and the number obtained by interchanging the digit is 121. I have not written everything, but understanding part I have written. The digit at units place is 7 more than digit at tens place. Find the number. So very first thing, I always wanted to take this digit wala question. If you see, one question is there which says that sum of 3-digit number is something as 17 times the sum of digit. I think so it is solved in your book. If it is there, well and good. Just go through it. It is very interesting question, has been asked one time in board. Many years before, I don't remember when it is, but it's been asked. Very interesting question, go through that. That question also will be solved on the same way which I am going to show you now. I don't have right now any other question of 3-digit number, otherwise I would have taken that only. So I got this one, so I am doing this one. Sum of 2-digit number. So forget that word now, sum. I am only concentrating on one word, that is 2-digit number. So let me understand what is 2-digit number. Say for example, take any 2-digit number. What should I take? I am taking here number as 57. Spell the number. The number spelled is 57. I spell it again. I say 57. So to get 57, I need to plus it. Again I spell it. I say 50. 50 means 5 tens plus 7. So I can say 7 ones. Means now you see, this is the place value 10 and this is the place value. So when I say 3-digit number, that is, suppose I say 257. So what did I say? 257. So 200 plus 50 plus 7. So 200, I said 200 plus 50 plus 7. Got it? So I got 257. That means here I multiplied 2 by 100, here by 10 and here by 1. That means either it is 2-digit number or a 3-digit number or a 4-digit number. Every digit multiplies by its place value. Agreed? It multiplies by place value and then adds up. Right? So using this simple logic, we will be solving the problem. So I say, let the digit in tens place be x and digit in units place be y. Agreed? So therefore, the 2-digit number will be 10's place digit multiplied by place value, that is 10x, and units place digit multiplied by 1. So I am not writing that, plus will come between them. Now whether it is question of 2-digit or 3-digit, that means question of digit if it comes na. So after writing that digit, immediately write the interchange digit. Interchanged, reverse, what do you say? Interchange number or reverse number means the digit in tens place will occupy units place and units place will occupy tens place, that is 10y plus x. Now the condition, it says कि if you add a 2-digit number, that is according to condition, it says if you add a 2-digit number, that is 10x plus y plus and interchange number to it, the total addition is 121. So now I have taken 2-digit number, added to it so called as number obtained by interchanging. So I will open the bracket, I get 10x plus y plus 10y plus x is your 121. I will search for the like terms. So here it is 10x, here it is x, addition will become total 11x. 1 yellow plus 10 yellow is equal to 11 yellow is equal to 121. You can divide it throughout by 11 or take 11 common, so you get x plus y is equal to 121. So 11 transfers to right side, becomes division, so you get x plus y is equal to 11. This is your first one. Now let us go to condition second. What it says? It says कि unit place digit is 7 more. Recollect what I told you. I told you drop the digit and read up to the word indicating more, less, exceed. Unit place digit is more. The unit place digit is your y. This is more. So obviously tens place digit will be your x, which is less. So if this is less, so to become equal, we will have to give to the less one. And how much to be given? 7. That is, you give plus 7 over here, they will become equal. I put this y in first one, that is put second in first. So when you put it in first, you get here x plus y as x plus 7. Since there is no multiple, I am not putting bracket over here, is equal to 11. Now obviously your x and x gets added up. So you get x plus x, that is nothing but 2x 7 transfers that side, becomes 11 minus 7, that is 4. You get here x is equal to 2. So value of x you got to be as 2. Right? This value put it in second one and get the value of y. So your y is equal to x plus 7, that is 2 plus 7. So you get y is equal to 9. So you got the value of x also and the value of y. You got the value of x and you got the value of y. So the 2-digit number will be your so called as 10x plus y. 10x plus y means 10 into 2 plus 9, that is 10 to the 20 plus 9 is equal to 29. Okay. So we have completed this chapter with majority of questions solved. We haven't did only questions of graph, that is solving simultaneous equation with two variables, that is linear equations with two variables using graphical method, because we lack with that graph paper or something like that. So officially we have completed it. Hope so you understood everything. We'll be solving some extra questions based on this particular chapter in later sessions. Not now. I will notify you when I will be solving those particular questions. Right now I am not taking it because I will be starting with the geometry now, that is chapter number 1. So till then, stay at home, stay safe and study regularly. Goodbye.